Good afternoon and welcome to this Veterans Day edition of FSCTV. I'm Kenzie Council.
And I'm Andrew Pauling. Tonight we cover the Center for Student Involvement's plans to host FSC's annual winter celebration in January, a new Lakeland monument that honors veterans, and two companies making headway towards a COVID-19 vaccine. But before that, we want to take a moment to thank all of the brave men and women who have served in our armed forces. Your service and sacrifice is greatly appreciated. Now, let's get to the news.
From Studio A on the campus of Florida Southern College, this is FSC TV.
The Association of Campus Entertainment is bringing back Bachelor Mondays and will be having a live Q&A with Mike Johnson from Hannah B's season of The Bachelorette. During the session, they will discuss the upcoming season of The Bachelor, Johnson's new book, Making the Love You Want, and all things related to the Bachelor franchise. The virtual event will take place on Monday at 7 p.m. via Zoom. To stay updated on the event, you can follow ACE's Instagram at ace_FSC.
This year's Winter Wonderland is going to look a little differently than in years past. The event, scheduled to take place on November 18th, is a physically distanced goodbye for fall residential students before classes are moved to remote instruction format through final exams. This will be a grab-and-go style event with Moccasin shirts, DIY gingerbread houses, and more. The Center for Student Involvement is encouraging attendees to complete the crafts in their residence halls. Following students' return to campus for the spring semester, CSI will host Winter Wonderland on January 30th. The annual event will take place at a different location on campus and will have a winter theme, straying for the event's traditional Christmas theme. CSI is not ready to release any more information on Winter Wonderland at this time. Now it's time for your Southern Spotlight segment on your news at 6:30. FSCTV partners with SGA to bring you more campus news and to highlight ways the Florida Southern community can support causes in the Lakeland community and nationwide. On this week's segment, we're discussing how SGA and campus organizations are participating in One More Child's Operation Merry Christmas.
Hey Mocs, welcome back to this week's episode of Southern Spotlight. I'm your host, Blake Lowry, keeping you up to date on all things SGA. Our first town hall of the semester took place last night virtually. If you were not able to make it, a recap of the event will be available via Florida Southern Student Media. Our last Red Friday of the semester will take place on Friday, November 20th. Wear red and come to the buck stop at 11 a.m. to pick up a custom FSC puzzle while supplies last. Finally, I'm excited to introduce to you this year's Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion, Onose Ijewere.
Hey Mocs, my name is Onose Ijewere. This year, SGA is participating in One More Child's Operation Merry Christmas to provide Christmas gifts to underprivileged children who might not otherwise receive gifts during this holiday season. Students will have the opportunity to group up and either donate money or purchase the gift themselves. Be sure to be on the lookout for more information regarding Operation Merry Christmas on our Instagram at FSC_SGA. That's all we have for you this week. Remember, be like Moxie and mask up. May the Mox be with you.
The Student Athlete Advisory Council will be hosting a drive-in movie night tomorrow night at the Silver Moon Theater. The Pixar classic Toy Story will kick off the evening at 7:30 with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie set to follow at 9:05. Pre-sale tickets are $10 with the proceeds going to charity. For more information, check out the FSC_SAAC Instagram account. The athletic department wrapped up the month of October by officially announcing the formation of their Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Team, or EDIT for short. According to Athletic Director Drew Howard, EDIT will work in conjunction with SAC to meet the needs of FSC student athletes on a variety of issues, including social injustice and racism. Those looking to get involved can reach out to edit@flsouthern.edu.
A new monument in Lakeland's Veteran Memorial Park honors veterans who were part of Operation Desert Storm. Local residents paid tribute to the men and women who have served our country during Saturday's annual Veterans Day ceremony and Rotary Salute. The newly unveiled monument depicts history of Operation Desert Storm under George H.W. Bush's presidency. The plaque reads, quote, "This monument pays tribute to those Polk County men and women who answered their nation's call to fight against tyranny."
One local college has reported saving its students nearly $1,118,000 in textbook costs since 2017. Polk State College reported that the institution has exceeded their goal of saving students $1 million by 2021 as part of their Open Educational Resource Initiative. This equals an average of $83 per student in savings. The institution's news release stated the long-term goal is to develop learning and resource materials to fully support their Associate in Arts program, therefore eliminating the financial burden of purchasing textbooks.
Lakeland Snowfest will take place this year, minus the events in famous Snow Mountain. The city of Lakeland will host the 40th annual festival December 4th and 5th at the Lake Mirror Promenade after being held at Munn Park the past 7 years. The event festivities, which include Mr. and Mrs. Claus in a snow globe and Santa's workshop with treats for attendees, will stretch from the volunteerism statue near the fire department, around the promenade, to the alley between Hollis Garden and Lakeland Electric. Snowfest will be one of the traditions that will continue amid the coronavirus pandemic, as the annual Christmas parade was canceled back in August.
Polk County's last surviving dairy farm moves closer to the end of its milking days as residents claim the development will contribute to long-standing flooding problems. The Polk County Commission approved a residential development for 170 single-family homes by a 3-to-1 vote last week. The owner of HC Dairy Farm, Mike Carey, is ready to sell the farm and the respective 79 acres of land north of Interstate 4. Carey told News Channel 8 that last year's EF2 tornado may have been the last straw combined with lagging milk prices. Developers deny that flooding problems will grow worse, saying they plan to install 3 large retention ponds that would alleviate excess water in the area. While states around the country were counting votes, Google was counting searches. The search engine announced on Twitter a spike of searches for comfort foods and liquor stores on election night. Searches for Chinese food was third in the top trending searches in the U.S. by 6 p.m. on November 3rd, even beating searches for who won the election, which was unknown at the time. Drizzly, an online alcohol platform, told Fox News that sales spiked by 30% last Saturday after Joe Biden was projected to win. Other top food searches were for pizza, sushi, and Mexican food.
Last Monday, Pfizer, working alongside BioNTech, announced an early analysis showed the 2 groups' COVID-19 vaccine to be over 90% effective. The vaccine consists of 2 shots and uses newly technology called messenger RNA. Neither of the groups have reported serious safety concerns from the vaccine. 4 versions were originally tested, and the one selected had the fewest cases of side effects, like fever and fatigue. Participants in the trial will be monitored for the next 2 years. The vaccine may not be available to the public until next year.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is suing a school lunch program supplier for selling apple juice with high levels of arsenic, among other health concerns. Numerous safety violations have been recorded since 2016, with corrective action promised and not upheld. Investigators found high levels of arsenic in over a dozen lots of apple juice products, along with high levels of toxins caused by rotten or moldy fruit. The FDA has requested an injunction to stop operations until everything was in compliance. The company, however, has already stopped operations and has liquidated assets. And that's your news for this week. We'll be back next Wednesday at 6:30 right here on FSCTV. I'm Andrew Pauling.
And I'm Kenzie Council. Until then, you can follow us on Twitter at TV_FSC or on Facebook at FSCTV.